Hello, guys, and welcome to episode 2 of our little series here of the Pentagon Challenge. We began it yesterday. If you have not watched that one, make sure to click the link above to watch. It was interesting how we got ourselves into the roots of managing Ace Denguele, all recorded, all on video. You can just go and watch through it and then come back to watch this one. Just a 30-minute video, not much. It won't take much of your time, and from there you can at least understand our steps forward and whatever we are currently doing in this challenge. Now the goal today here is to be able to help this team get themselves off the relegation spots that they are currently in. We are in 15th, on 17 points, level on points with Seoul FC after our little mashup in the games last time out. Remember, last time we played against Seoul FC, we drew against them 2-2. After that match, we went on to play against Efad Jekanu and lost to them by one simple goal to nil. While they dominated that game, practically we had 10 shots, none on target. They had 18 shots, 5 on target. Possession was almost 50-50, but they were just the better side, and truthfully so, they did win it. Even though by not wide of a gap, they did win it. Today I am back for two games: the Stella Club game in the league and the Siwi Sport game in the Ivorian National Cup third round. I am there because in this cup, I believe that this cup, if I can get my hands on maybe this cup or maybe a chance to even try to win it, like even get as far as possible. I know you cannot win it with the likes of Asekmi Moses in there who have won the cup as many times as their letters in their names are, but I think we can get ourselves to a good position heading towards that direction. So we are facing Sewi Sport, who are in the second division in the cup, and then we'll see from then on. I just want a good run in the cup, not eventually not to win it, but let's see if I can get to the later knockout stages, maybe the quarterfinals, or maybe even dreaming about it, the semifinals. It would be great. So those are the two games that we are going to feature today, as just the way they are: the Stella Club Cup and the Sewi Sport game. The ones that I just highlighted, as you can see right there, and then I'll just play the San Pedro and Basam game away from here. As you can see, there is a big gap in between the games, 20 days in between the game that we're playing today and the game that we are playing against Sewi Sport in the Ivorian National Cup third round. We only have a few games to the end of the season left, and it is about time we turned the tides of this squad, because I came with an agenda to avoid relegation and then maybe look for a better club to manage next season, or maybe if we would have built quite a good startup point, maybe even contain ourselves and keep it in this team for maybe one more season, and then eventually build our reputation, get our coaching badges, and then gain aim for higher. Speaking of coaching badges, I actually asked for one of those a few weeks ago, and then I was denied. Currently I'm still a Sunday League soccer player with no coaching badges. I remember I asked the board, I made the board request just a few days ago, and they denied it, the coaching course for me. But the course was arranged for a different player, like not different player but a different coach. That one was completed, it was okay, it was one of my staff, but I myself, they denied. I would love to try and ask for one more again, see if they will be able to give it to me. I think currently I can't because they already denied it, so we'll have to leave it with there and try again next time. I left last time when we had made a couple of signings, and we were aiming now to complete very many signings. Well, I'm glad to announce that we have completed a dozen of signing ins to the club. I came to the club when we had 16 players. I believe our number is quite higher now, and the players that we had signed last time were from Joel Traore to Yusuf Yalik. We talked about them. You can go watch it in the video that was uploaded yesterday. Sekou Sila was our next transfer in, a very good defensive midfielder. I actually talked about him before we signed him. I had sent the proposal, it was accepted, and a very good defensive midfielder into the squad, one of the best in the league, and I believe he will be really helpful. Brahim Niegbo is our striker. He is 16 years old, and I think for the reason I signed him majorly was for him to be an addition to the youth squad. The youth squad is really bad, and I'm going to keep on looking for players for the youth squad as time goes by, and it's good that I got him for free, and he is on a very low wage portion. I mean, the lowest I can offer any player, £100, and I think that actually works well for us. Now for the players I got from teams and the ones I had to spend some cash for, the first person being Abednego Asafo, £8.5 thousand, 8.5 thousand pounds from Mighty Jets. Asafo, uh, 8.5 thousand pounds from Mighty Jets. Asafo, 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 wing back or a left back or a right back. He can play both positions. I, no, he can only play on the left, but I can play as a wing back or a left back or a full back. And I mean, I spending 8.5 thousand pounds for this guy seems a little bit diabolical. It feels like I was conned of his value. But I'll have to stick with it. We'll have to wait and see how whether he can perform. He's only 25 years of age. I don't have a question about that. Getting good wing backs in this transfer market has been really difficult, and I won't lie. And as you can see, a couple of the players have signed on cash are wing backs. I mean, they are majorly wing backs. Getting good wing backs is really difficult, and I'll have to make do with him. The next player from LSAT was Baba Ndiaye. Baba Ndiaye at defense, a central midfielder, more of a messiah, a very good statistics all across the board, and I think he will be one to watch also a very good squad option as time goes by. We have Kader Diamando from the same squad, another wing back, another full back, playing both sides. He's a good squad option, very good in terms of his ability to run. His acceleration is great, and I think he will be helpful for the squad as time goes by. We have Mamadou Sumahara for 6.5 thousand pounds. We got this guy, a winger, not great, not the best, but at least he is good, knows how to cross, he can run, he has the quite the pace, not the really pace, but he's fit. So we don't expect injuries from this guy. He will be the option once we get some painful injuries to take with us forward. The cash that I've spent for him though still feels quite a lot. And then we have Abdul Nasir from Inter Ali's for 8.25 thousand pounds, a whole package. I got this winger from the club, and I think he is quite good. He's not that great, but he's not also that bad. Yeah, he's okay. He can run. I mean, he's good in terms of running. He can cross. He can dribble. All the statistics you will require for him. Next up, we have Drissa Dirasoba. I think the worst signing I have made this summer. The most incomplete player I can get. I mean, he is just wow. I mean, the fans, including the board and everyone else, give me an F for that signing. The supporters are not happy at all with this signing, as you can see. Are disappointed with the signing of Drissa Dirasoba. He is just the worst player I could get from the transfer market, and I hope I didn't spend any cash for him. Did I actually spend any cash for Drissa? £5,000. I feel like that cash should have gone into use somewhere else. He looks more of like the players that are currently in my academy than the players that I want to start for the team. So Drissa Dirasuba being the flop of the summer so far. Of all these signings that I made, I knew I had to get a flop somewhere. And then one signing I'm particularly excited about is Romuald Soji, a striker, 18 years old, has not that high potential but good potential, and I think he is a very great backup striker for us. As you can see, he has played for the Ivorian national cup, he has played for the African under 20 national cup, he has played in the African under 17 uh, cups. He has 4 goals in that competition. I think he can deliver with a finishing of 13. His decision making is okay, and I think also his statistics all around are just good. He's a really good player, 18 years of age. He has room to grow, even though his potential is not that high. I think we give him a few game times here and there, he can be a good backup for the rest of the season. And then finally, my most expensive signing of the summer so far, Idrissa Kone. After the flop I had made with Mamadou Sumahara at right back, I decided to go and look for another one, a player who can actually be good, who can be okay, and fight. Funnily enough, Idrissa Kone is my best fullback on the right, and I think he is going to be of help to us. Didn't have fullbacks, I didn't have right backs eventually, and I needed to get one. So Idrissa Kone, signed him for £22,000, 10,000 upfront, and then the other 12,000 in one installment that I think has just been paid for immediately, just as once. It doesn't have a potential to rise up to 8.25. I didn't put the add-ons I gave in was just one installment, and I think the board just decided to pay it all out, and that is the reason our finances have taken a huge dip from 105,000 to 13,000. I don't know what has happened in between there, but I think a good portion of the 22,000 exists around there. And my payroll budget also has just risen to 2,448 pounds, still less than 10%, less than 15% of the whole payroll budget. I might bump that into the transfer budget next season, but I will have to keep it there and see how the transfer budget will be added next season. After all of that introduction, this is the best 11 I can come up with at the moment. Practically at striker, I would either use Amand C as my best striker, but since I want to give Coco a chance to start. Coco, I signed when I signed him. I initially wanted to play him more as an attacking midfielder. It's the position he's training now because I don't have attacking midfielder. I want him also to be versatile in that position, but I think his best position is at striking, and he will be playing his debut game for us in that particular position. Otherwise, the other positions have all players faces that you guys know of. We have Goa, we have Boya, we have Tabet, all players whom I found in the club. Some really good, impressive players. Sila, our new defensive player, our new midfielder is also available, and we also have Eric Kwasi, who has been a really good player for us. He has been part of the team since they were promoted last season from the league below, and I think this midfield pairing, alongside the other defensive players or the other options we have on the bench, would be really helpful. At defense, our defense is not that strong. As you can see, our best center back is only 2-star rated. I have the agenda to look for more center backs. The transfer window is opened up to the 25th of this month, and I think adding one more powerful center back to the squad would be really of importance to help us at least get our feet off the ground. And then our star signing on Idrissa Kone is going to be our new wing back, and I hope he can deliver the way he has been hyped. And also we have Yapi in the squad. Innocent Yapi is a person he has been available, our best left back, but also we have Kada Diamande who can play the same position. Other than that, this is the squad that we have for the next game. It looks great, it looks good. We are playing against Stella Club. Stella Club are currently 5th in the league, we are 15th. 10 positions between us and them, and we are hoping to gain some points off their stadium instead of Agustin Denis, where we're headed to. Hopefully we don't really dive deeper into the pit that we're already digging ourselves. As you can see, we drew against Sol, lost against Afajikan, which was obvious it was going to happen. It was improbable. Let us play against Stella Club. Hopefully, we will win that one. And then we have games against FC San Pedro, who I believe are currently 4th in the league. And then we also have a game against USC Bassam, who are currently 7th in the league. So we are playing teams above us. The only team that is below us is only one, and I believe that one is supposed to be Boke FC, and we don't have a game against them. Literally the worst team in the league. So let us head into the game for today. A few tactical tweaks made to the squad here and there, and I think I have created a good enough team to be able to present for this match. I don't know what else is going to be part of the portion of our existence, but I believe that if we can maybe get some points off Stella Club, we can maybe have a chance. All depends. I have not yet seen these players in action. No one knows how good they are. We will have to see if they can actually make the difference as time goes by. Kevin Tabet is nervous, but he knows he is the top scorer of the club currently with 7 goals in the season, even more than our own striker. A lot of their players have like face packs and such stuff, and it's actually a little bit scary. And only for us, only Sila has a face, so that one gives us a little bit of fear, but I believe that this team can pull through. Let's see how our team can. All right, we have our first highlight of the game. Tabet standing over free kick. We remember the last one. He hit up the post with the free kick this time round. He manages to score. He puts the ball into the back of the net. The celebration is just standing, quite cold. He doesn't want to be much of a nuisance. He came that close in the last game, and this time round he has managed to put one in the back of the net, and I think that gives us a good start to this game. But it's not yet over as the ball is thrown into Goa. Goa's cross lofted. That one will be the keeper's ball, and maybe give Stella Club a chance to build from the back and push the ball forward, maybe for an equalizer. He decides to go long, no building for the back. Well intercepted, collected by Sia, and then given to Yapi. He sees the space for Goa, a very good winger. Goa goes forward, gives it to Kwasi. Kwasi into Tabet for his 8th goal of the season, but he shoots it straight into the arms of the keeper. 25 minutes in, Mohamed standing over a free kick in our own half, lofts it forward, collected, Kuyo lofts it forward again, and now they have control of the ball finally. Adam running down the wing, he cannot be touched. He decides to just shimmy a little bit and put the players off defense, and then we have Kone lofting it forward. Kone, the other Kone on our side collects it well, lofts it, and Dogu, the ball is now just being lofted. No one has control of the ball. They are both, or both teams are not composed at all. But finally, the ball at least comes to a rest with them having the ball Dahui into Tano. Tano brought down in the box, and it's a penalty. Remember, there is no VAR in this league, and we will have to hope that Black can actually stand up for us. Can our goalkeeper help with? Oh my word, that he was just panenkaed. That's actually embarrassing. That Panenka feels like an abuse. Look at him leap. It looks like as if he knew where the ball was going to. The game is 1-1, and we have work to do at this point. 40 minutes on the clock. Boris Yohu standing over a corner, lofts it into the box. It is cleared initially, but will be collected by Kwadu. Kwadu crosses it, and the keeper was off the line. Thierry Bahi gives Stella Club the lead with his 9th goal of the season. We are behind just before halftime. Nobody expected this. I felt like we could take the fight to them with our first goal of the game, but they have recycled their beats and come back, and now they are ahead. Well, they're at home. You would expect them to perform better than they are, but I think I also have to give regards to my squad that we are actually doing some really good work. The only problem is that we are not there yet, and I think that is going to be an issue. We have 10 shots for on target. They have 5-3 on target. Two of theirs have gone into the back of the net. The xgs are almost similar, and as you can see from the match momentum, we had a really good start to the game, and then it just dipped, and they came back and just took the game to us. Well, I think let me just tell them to improve their game. And for some reason, Cody Coco now looks stressed. What's up with him? I think I just need to uh, and I think the only way to fix that is always only one way. You pause, and then we shout some words of encouragement, and then we continue the game. And Kalido Koko will be fine. His mood is okay, and now the game can continue. Hopefully, gets his first goal of the season for the team. We have 15 minutes to go, and this is the first highlight of the second half, and it was a highlight that almost had us straight into the depths of hell. Like, let's just make some substitutions first before we continue, because I think the team is not really putting up what I need them to do. With the few remaining minutes, hopefully it's not too late for me to make these substitutions. I'm going to bring on Ahmad CA for Kalido Koko. Koko just didn't have the guts in him to continue with the game. At central defensive midfield, I'll give Yusuf Yeke has his debut. I think he's more composed, and also he is a, a good portion, a good striker, a good player that I signed into the squad. And then we also have some fatigued legs on the wings, Ulrich Boy and Wilfred Goa. I have some Mahoro, who are very good winger, but I don't know whether he will be able to help us. He can play attacking midfield on the right and also a central midfield, but I think I'm going to hold on to him for now. Let's bring on Goa for. Let's take off Goa and any more substitutions I believe that we need to make. I think we are okay. Everyone is motivated, everyone is composed. We have Eric Kwasi still fatigued. I think I will use my 5th substitution on that, with bringing on Joel Traore to complete that substitution pairing. Let us give them a pep talk, try to make them make the difference, and then see what the rest of the game plays out to be. The clock is actually ticking faster than I am expecting it to. We are on the 88th minute. I've decided to go further attacking. There are 3 minutes of added time, 3 minutes that will come and 3 minutes that will go. We have lost a second game in a row. Despite our efforts and despite the performance from the team, we just keep on dropping as time goes by. I think I picked this team at a moment when everything was just really difficult for them. We have played a game more than Boke and Seoul FC, and if Seoul FC do win, they go higher than this. Our aim is to avoid relegation. We still have many games to be able to attempt that, but I think for now, we are still really on the edge of destruction. We are far off. We have 14 losses this season so far. Ever since I came back, the only things that we have won are friendlies, and past that we have just lost all the other games. It's like we are continuing the trend that we left in the league before the league dropped. They have not won a league game in 7 games. Is it 7? 8 games, 8 league matches without a win. That is concerning, and I think the board is also not happy about that one. For yeah, they're not. They're really disappointed. For my rating is as at a C plane. I think we can do better, but I think this club. We can still take it further. We have a game next against Siwi Sport, but before that, we have the games against San Pedro and USC Basam. Those are the most important ones for us in the league currently. We are going to deal with those ones. Hopefully, there is a win in between those two because both are very good teams, and then we come back for Siwe Sport in the cup. The cup can be our only effort to try and get a really good team to be able to uh, raise our status and maybe even get ourselves a good contract going forward. My contract expires at the middle of this season as this season ends, and I'm reluctant to renew it because I feel like this team is in the depths. This is a team that was promoted last season and they're trying to avoid relegation. I will try my best to help them, but I feel like they are already a team in the depth and cannot be a really good stepping stone if we want to win the Champions League in maybe, let's say, 3 seasons. So let's play these 2 games and then we come back for the cup game a few days later, like 20 days from now. 20 days have gone by and we are back for our second game of the episode, practically our fourth game of the day, and it is against Siwi Sport in the Ivorian National Cup third round. I believe this is like the FA Cup of Ivory of Cote d'Ivoire, and I hope that we can get our best out of this game. We are playing at our stadium, the Stade El Hadji Mamadou Koulibaly. I think it is a stadium dedicated to Mamadou Koulibaly, so I can't say nothing much about it. It is what it is. That is the game we are playing today. A recap on what has happened in our 2 recent games. Absolutely stellar performances. 6-1 win at home against fourth placed FC San Pedro. This was the highlight of the moment. A 6-1 win. Ahmad Sia with 3 goals, and then we also have Coco scoring twice, Boya with an assist, Tabet scoring a goal and getting an assist, Kwasi with an assist, Yapi with an assist. This is the performance I was expecting to see from this team. Look at that, those statistics: 21 shots, 11 on target. They had 9-1 on target. We dominated them totally, just in short. That was the expectation I was having from the club. Then we traveled away to 7th placed USC Basa and managed to get a 1-1 draw. The board and the supporters expected a loss from this game, and it was quite impressive while that we could manage to hold them down to just a 1-1 draw. We had 14 shots, 6 on target. Our possession game has gone very, very high, 62%. It was only 2 goals in 2 minutes, and that was the highlight practically of the game, and the game just ended. Rawa Soji, our 18-year-old striker, got his first goal of the season, got himself on the back foot for us. A very intrusive goal, even though it was just a tap in, it was quite literally interesting. And with this, I think that this 18-year-old and like couple of strikers that I have are just the highlight of performance for us here. It was just something simple, a good assist, by the way, from our winger in the name of Tabet. Tabet just passing it into the box and Soji completing the action for us, making it 1-1. So currently we're going to play against Siwi Sport. I'm playing a very, very rotated side. Even though the side is rotated, I still have C in the squad up front because I haven't played him for like 2 games consecutively. So I just have him to provide the billings and the goals. But as you can see from here, we have Somaharo start gaming his first game. Boya and Coco are part of the first team. They are just going to start this game for us. Rotating the whole squad would be an option, but I just decided not to do so in the name of trying to at least give some good players the chance and not being so complacent. Our midfield is the one that is fully rotated with Traore and Yalike coming in. Our 2 best centre backs in Mohamed and Luz are the ones that are there. I don't have great of centre backs. I just realized that I don't actually have centre backs. I only have 2 centre backs. I said I will sign some before the transfer window closes. The transfer window closes tomorrow, so that one I will do on the like the final day, like the transfer deadline day, when the screen turns yellow, that's when I'll be looking for center backs. And then we have fullbacks, a rotated position of Asafo coming into the squad, and Dirasuba, who is yet to start a player game for us, the worst player for us. I mean, he's still a player of the squad. He still needs to be given an opportunity, and he will be on the right for us. So that's the squad practically for that we are going to face through. And it's good news to announce that Goa is back, our best winger on the right, but unfortunately now he has a rivalry in positioning with Coco. Yeah, this is going to be a really tough rivalry. It will be hard to choose who starts where, but if Coco starts at striking position, that is when CA, that is only if CA and Soji do not start, it will be quite interesting to see what happens. So let's head into this game, and let's win it, because this is a game that we should be easily winning against CUFC, who are currently, I believe, are third in their league. Yeah, they're currently third in the second division of Senegalese football, the division right below us. And let's get ourselves rolling. This is not like the biggest of games, definitely, but I still expect that at least we can perform and get ourselves going forward. Just as I said, I don't have that much hope in the league. Practically in the league, we are still in the relegation battle. There's still that one position. We are off the two positions below, but the second position below, but there's still that one position of which we are fighting for, like, I believe 3 to 4 teams. So I don't have that much hope, but I think a good cup run can increase my reputation and give me a chance to at least prove myself that I'm available. And within 3 minutes of the game, we have our first highlight as Mohamed collects the ball, lofts it forward looking for CA, poor defense, and CA runs through with the ball and hits the post. I think Sia is finding a lot of fun in hitting posts in this game. Ever since I started managing, I believe that's the third or fourth time he has hit the post ever since we began. But the highlights are not yet ending. Brito on the ball, loves it. I don't know what he's looking for, but Dirasuba, practically our worst player on the field. I won't stress. I don't know why I keep on stressing that, and I'm the one who signed him for £5,000. A good ball in to Boya, shot and saved by the keeper. We are yet to unlock these guys. We are yet to put the ball into the back of the net. Hopefully, it comes sooner rather than later. 20 minutes in. Right now, I would have been expecting at least 3 goals against this team, but we are not that of a big shot. We are also struggling in the division above. We were promoted last season. We have only strengthened maybe to the fact that there is cash above in this division, but we are aiming to try to stay. So it's not really pleasing that we are still nil-nil at this point, but it's also not very, let me say, intriguing. It's not something that is questionable, because this team is currently third in their division and we are almost at the bottom of our own division, and that one is also another miscued shot. These guys are still to do anything. I think I need to shout some shouts of demanding more, because we are not doing anything on the field currently. Ball being rolled forward into Ahua, and now they have it casual. Imagine they score, I will lose my mind. Coco with the ball, going forward, right wing gives it to Yalik into Somaharo. His first start for the team. Dirasuba, hope he gets an assist and proves the doubters wrong, including me. Yalik into Dirasuba, cross into the box, cleared. Imagine that found a CS head. Traore's slow shot saved by the keeper, but unfortunately Ahmad CA was there standing for the rebound, and it's not offside, and that one will stand. Our first goal of the game, 22 minutes in, has taken quite a while for it to come, but I think it's a good start for us. I wanted to reprimand them, and I think I'm just going to, like, praise them. Should I praise them? Yeah, I'm going to do it. This is a small team. I don't expect anything funny to happen. So let's just praise the team. 30 minutes in, Yalik standing over a free kick, loves it, but it is cleared. Traore gives it to Suma Haro. Wow, over the bar. And now there's just a flurry of highlights. Can football manager just calm down? We have scored a goal. I expect more, but I didn't expect this much highlights in this little game. We have Dirasuba standing on the ball, goes all the way back to Lahus. Lahus, Traore, Lahus crosses it into CA, makes it 2-0. That was a beautiful cross. It kind of feels more of like the ball's Virgil van Dijk lofts over defenses into the forefront of the grid, or let's say it's someone like William Saliba. These big centre backs have some really good power in their feet, and they also have some good vision. It's just that they can't do it consistently, but once they loft those balls forward, they always love some really good balls. That was a really good ball from Lohus and a really good goal from Sia. Half time, we are leading 2-0. I don't think I'm going to change anything much. I'm just going to do a massive inflow of substitutions in the 68th minute to take out the tired legs, bring on the other legs, and try to substitute as many as possible, and also give some of our best players rest because we will need them in the league matches. But I think for now, the team is really, really good. It's quite rare to find highlights straight from the dugout in halftime, but it does happen a lot in this football manager game. And now they have given the ball away. Yalik into Sumahoro, score your first goal for the team, goes around the keeper, and that is quite cringe from the player. The ball just, oh, did you just see that? The ball just floated before coming back into the hands of the keeper. Sumahoro makes it 3-0 for us. We have sealed this game. We have it done and dusted. It's a game I could have played off the screens, but I think it's nice to celebrate wins a few times as things go by, because uh, they are going to be rare to come by as time goes by. 10 shots since on target, they have 3-1 on target, and I just want to, I hope I don't get a really bad draw in the next round. I want to focus on this cup a lot because I know the league is, we are going to struggle to for they have pulled one back. I didn't expect us to concede, but it has happened. Well, regards to them, Kone with the goal for them. There are a lot of corners in these leagues, but that's actually a good goal. Back post header, and then that. Okay, I'm getting tired of watching all these highlights. They're too much. I don't mind us scoring the goals and winning, but these highlights are becoming too much. Yalik into Lohus, back to Traore. Traore collects the ball, gives it to Yalike. Yalike into Somahoro. Somahoro to Lohus. Lohus to Yalike. Now the fans are cheering. Somahoro back to Traore. Boya. Boya into Yalike. Fans are cheering every pass. Into Coco. Cook. Okay, we can't build up like that and then you just go and smash the ball all the way to the west of the post. So let's wait and see how we are going to hold up. 60 minutes in, now it's time to make those substitutions, give some good rest to these guys. They are having some good games, but I think it is quite the time that I just give them the rests and give them a chance to maybe recuperate as time, because by give the big shots some rest, as I think I'm going to bring on Romal Soji for Ahmad Siye, who is having a really excellent game, 2 goals scored for him. We have Joel Traore. Sekusila is going to replace him. He is a little bit fatigued. Arich Boya at central midfield. I'm going to give Wilfred Goa that position and then switch Goa with Cody Coco. So that one is also well sorted. We have Babandie at central midfield, giving Yusuf Yalik a chance to rest. We also have at centre back, though I lack centre backs, I believe Kada Diomande has some little affinity playing centre back, and he can replace John Paul Lohus to be able to try and hold that position, though it's kind of a, a dugout star, so it's going not easy for him. And are my substitutions up? Yeah, I have 5 substitutions. I've done all of them, and that was my first stoppage. I still have 2 more, and think there's no need for me to stop the game anymore. Let us just continue to the final whistle. Immediately after those substitutions, there is a highlight. The ball with Kofi. Imagine they score a second. If they score a second, should I start panicking? I think I should, but we have done well to collect the ball. Now let's move forward. Diomande with the ball, lofting it. It was intercepted. I actually, if this guy scores a second, I will start panicking. The ball into Diobert. He has been brought down in the box, but isn't it offside? Referee. They have a penalty and a chance to score a second. Wow. Okay. Can Bele do anything? No. He dived the right way, but it has gone into the back of the net, and they are back in it. They're still in it. So it is not yet over. It's actually not yet over. They have scored a second, and these guys just became a little bit too complacent. Blair on the board, giving it to Mohammed. Don't don't tell me they will do anything else. Asafo. Hope this highlight just goes all the way. The way it is going all the way to the back of the net. Sila to Ndiaye. Ndiaye gives it to Somahoro. Somahoro loves it. Soji, a chance for his second goal for the club, and that makes it 4-2 for us. Soji with a beautiful goal. That was actually a really beautiful loft from Somahoro. Somahoro has actually had a really, really good game. For me, he's the man of the match today. I don't know where I've been hiding him, but he has had a really, really good game. Look at that loft from him into Soji. Soji shoots, and that one makes it 4-2. Now I can rest easy. This game has a lot of highlights that now I feel like I can't breathe. I need some time to breathe. So with 4-2, I hope the game can now ease a little bit. Football manager, please stay calm. 5 minutes to go till full time. Ball lofted. Oh my god. Mamadou Sumahoro, man of the match. Today has just been his big day. 2 goals and an assist, and that actually seals a top performance. Do you know in games that where a certain player just stands out and then finally just seals his performance across the match, like as simple as that, as sweet as that. He makes it 5-2. They have taken the fight to us, I won't lie. 11 shots, 4 on target against us is actually really impressive from them, and also scoring 2 goals. But eventually, our win has been quite incredible, and that is going to be that for the game, I believe, unless there is some funny late drama. No, and the referee blows the whistle. It is full time. We have beaten Swissport by 5 goals to 2, so it was not as smooth sailing as we expected. But Mamadou Somahoro, man of the match, great performance, great match. I don't know where I've been hiding him, but I think he can be a really good option coming in for these games. Only 18 years of age, has very, very great potential, really good potential. And his performance so far, his statistics are really, really rising. He is growing into a very complete player, and I hope with more game time, he can become better and better. But for now, we have done well. Everyone is happy, everyone is delighted. A very good win, very happy with the players, very, very impressive. And now it's just about to know who is our next opposition or our next opponent after all of this. Otherwise, I believe this has been a great episode. Amadou Sumahoro with a great performance. He was superb in front of goal. I would love to know the team that we have drawn next, but one of the games is yet to be played. We will know that when we come back in the next episode. In the cup, the top goal scorer is Soji. Soji actually, I believe, scored the goals for his former club. So currently he has scored 3 goals for us. He has only scored one for us so far, but he scored, I believe, twice for his former club. Let us see if this competition we can take it to them. In the league, we are currently in 13th, having like what? It's a four-way fight for relegation. It's a four-way relegation battle, starting all the way. I believe it's even a five-way, starting from AC, but because they are not quite far away, they're only 5 points ahead of both us and Seoul FC. But it's good that we are at least a step above because of goal difference. I hope when we come back in the next episode, I'll be clear of the relegation battle and help this team maintain their position in the league. We have a couple of games to go through from now till then. We have the game against Korogo, Buffing, Stade Abidjan, RC Abidjan, and we also have the game against Lis FC. Now, definitely, you guys know when we will be coming back for the game against the Ivorian National Cup 8th final. We will be back for that game, and alongside that game, we will be back for the final league game of the season, because from here I want to push forward and see whether I will have opportunities at a better club, or maybe if this team has already managed to turn around well, we can actually do things. One thing that is also pushing me away from the club even more is the fact that our best players are asking for like they want to leave. They are really, really asking for to leave the club, and they have been transfer listed, a good portion of them. Boya has been transfer listed, the likes of C, all these guys have been transfer listed, and they expect that by the end of their contract next season, they want to explore their options, not even the end of their contract. They want to explore their options, so they have asked for them to be transfer listed, because I believe the likes of Sia, if I'm not wrong, is already transfer listed. Yeah, he has been transfer listed by request. He wants to go. He wants to explore other options. He believes he has outgrown the club, and they want to leave before the transfer window closes. I'm going to try my best to like block those transfers from happening to finish the season with them. But after that one, I think they will just have to leave, and then I myself will have to leave. That's why I'm still reluctant to extend my contract with the club, and I believe I won't be doing so, as there are jobs that I'm actually eyeing, some really impressive jobs. If you come to the job security tab, I was just passing through all of this, and then I noticed that there is a job that is insecure, that is actually feels really interesting. It was the job of MC Alger. For some reason it has just gone from insecure to secure. It is now okay for them. They have won the African Champions League once, and they're a very strong team in Algeria, so it was a job I was eyeing in case the insecurity went on. But I think the manager's done just enough to secure at least his job for the time being, though I would have loved to take my chances at that job. There's still options that are going to open up towards the end of the season. We will wait for them. We will have to wait and see, and hopefully we can be able to just snap on one that they uh the board feels like they do need some better coaches to get themselves out of the problems. Like this Nigerian one, Enugu Rangers in Nigeria, it looks like a really good team with good reputation. I don't know how their performance in their Champions League. If they were runners up in 1975, they have a history. So it's one job that we'll be happy to look at. Otherwise, thanks so much, guys, for watching. Hope to see you in the next episode. This one has been a productive one. The next one, we will be finishing the season and looking at the next step forward.